Right. Okay, we're recording. So, as I said, most of you know me because I am a hypnotherapist, I am a hypnotist. And so they might as well use what skills we've got. And there are plenty of other great hypnotists and hypnotherapists here. And I'm hoping over the next couple of weeks that we're going to get together and we're going to support each other and we're going to help each other achieve our goals. And as a collective, when I first broached this last Friday on the thing I do for the College of Medicine, I just said, if you're interested in like being on this journey with me for the next 8 weeks, just send me your email address. And it was like 17 people. I then put it on Facebook and now we've got 150 people. So it's like an army moving towards the new year, all supporting each other. And as I said in that little post earlier, you know, the sum of the parts is greater than, the sum of the parts is greater than the whole. You know, as a collective, supporting each other, wanting the best for each other, I have no doubt we can achieve things that we wouldn't achieve otherwise. Let me just let these people in. Okay. Right, so the first thing I want you to do, if you're up for doing this, is just for a moment, think of the reasons you're not already achieving, or you're not where you want to be right now, physically or emotionally, or in your life in general. Put that answer in the chat box, if you would. But why you are not where you want to be physically at the moment. I'm not asking to put you, I want you to think about your goals, but I want you in a moment to put why you're not where you want to be at the moment. Right, there's loads of answers here. No, working too much, don't have the time. Scared of success. You know, and there's what we would call genuine kind of reasonable reasons, you know, hormones, menopause. I eat and I exercise, don't see any results. It's too wet and cold. Okay, look, these are all kind of reasonable reasons, but I'm going to be a bit harsh here, and I'm going to say what they actually are is excuses. And I'm not going to beat about the bush here. There is only one question when it comes to how we want to be in our life, really, and that is really, how badly do I want it? What am I willing to do? And it's a genuine reason. It's wet and horrible outside. I don't want to go for a run, but I don't want to go for a run. I hate running. But there are things, and I'm going to help you over these next few weeks. Things you could do without going outside, without going for a run. As I said, I'm in lockdown now for 4 weeks, and there's no gyms open, and we just let a few more people in. Right. As I said, I'm going to have to keep, my eyesight's not very good, so I have to wait till they come in. Right, so whatever your reasons for not being where you are right now, and as harsh as it may be, and as kind of good as those reasons are, they are still only excuses. Because what the things we're going to aim at and things we're going to help you with is, if it is hormonal, there's a thing that I run, I call it quantum healing. And I know, so many women say the same thing, and I'm absolutely sure it's true. When they go through the menopause, they have a change in their hormone levels and they put weight on. There's also the case of the metabolism slowing down, all those kind of things. But for those who are interested, I will run this thing, which I call quantum healing, where we're going to address or communicate with every cell, every hormone, every atom of your body, and get them reconnected. We've got nothing to lose by this. As I say, I'm not going to give you any pills or potions. This is purely words and purely your imagination when we do use it, okay? I'm really looking, I'm excited about this because, as I said, I thought 3 or 4 people would join me on my quest. And I really put it out there to kind of keep, you know, for me to have to do it myself, if you like. If I'm saying to all of you, like, you can create the body you want, then it'd be pretty poor of me to not do it myself. And I'm like everyone else. It's easy to go off to not do it, especially, as you say, if it's cold and wet. Sorry, I'm trying to get this thing right here. It's not happening. My screen's gone very strange here. I have no idea what I'm doing here at the moment. It's all kinds of strange things going on.
I'd just ask everyone to mute their microphones, please.
Yeah, I'll say mute all, if that's all right. I'll do that now. Yeah. Right, so it's just that my view here has gone very strange and I can't see anyone. Right, got it back. Okay, so that's the first thing we're going to do. Just think about what your reasons are and ask if there are ways we can change that. When someone actually put in, I'm too lazy, and that's a reasonable excuse, and I feel like I'm the same. You know, especially when it's not very nice out and you think, well, I'm just too lazy to do it. But there is only one question, as I said earlier, is how badly do you want to look or feel that good? Because as I say to all my kind of people that come and see me for physical goals, there are some things we cannot change. Otherwise, I'd be taller and I'd have a lot more hair. But our bodies are not one of those things. There is only one question: how badly do I want it? I'm going to show you some ways to do this. And I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but I am saying that between us, we can find a way of living that's going to get us to our goals. And people say to me, I've had quite a few people, I love my food. And my answer to that is, if you really love your food, maybe eat a tad less now and you'll live an extra 20 years. In that 20 years, you'll eat a lot more food. You know, we've got to think about what we want to do here. And as I said, I'm not here to motivate you, because that should come naturally to you. You know, you should think, for all of you, especially those of you who've got kids. For me, it's very simple. When I have people come and see me for whatever it is, whether they're doing drugs, whether they're eating too much, or whatever they're doing that's detrimental, I say, if you just treat yourself with the same love and kindness that you treat your child, if we all did treat ourselves in that way, we'll all live to 90 and all be well. But especially, and I know there's a few men here, but especially for most of the women I know, they are so busy making sure their man's okay, making sure their kids are okay, that somewhere along the line, they drop out the equation. And then they turn around and their kids have gone to college, or the kids have got married, and they look at themselves, they put on 4 or 5 stone, they go, you know, what do I do now? What I want you to do is start to treat yourself with the same kindness. I wrote that little affirmation today, and one of the kind of members of this group, Sandra Grace, and she's here somewhere. There she is. I can see her. But she said something to me. You know, it's about loving yourself enough. How much you need to love yourself to gift yourself health and well-being. And I put it in that little affirmation because I think that's what most of us don't do. Instead of treating ourselves and loving ourselves with the same amount of love which we want our kids to feel, and, you know, treat ourselves in the same way we want our kids to be treated. And that's what I want you all to think about this evening. This first evening is really about focusing on how you want to be, without any limitations, without any of the irrational fears and anxieties or the negative beliefs that have been placed on us, and let go of those limitations. You might think, well, okay, well, I'm old. Who cares? You know, and I could say that. I haven't even got grandchildren. I've got grand adults. I've got 5 grand adults. My youngest grand adult is 18. My oldest grand adult is 26. I haven't even got grandchildren anymore. They're now adults. And I could legitimately grow a long white beard, wear a scabby old jumper, smoke a pipe and sit in a rocking chair all day. And no one is going to say anything about it because I'm a granddad and I'm old. But here's the kind of catch. I am vain. I am really vain. You know, when people come and see me about wanting losing weight or putting on weight, and they say, you know, well, I'll feel healthier and I'll be this and that. You know, I just think looking as good as we can look is a good enough reason. And don't beat yourself up over that. You know, why not feel great? Why not have the energy you want? Why not look and feel as good as we want to look and feel? So in the next kind of 10 minutes, I'm going to just take you all into hypnosis, just so you can focus without any limitations on how you want to feel. Now, for some of you, we're looking, I said this was kind of an 8-week plan because that was kind of in my mind. It's Christmas, it's New Year, seems like a good time to do it. But for some of you, you know, if your goal is, you know, is impossible to do in 8 weeks, then look at where you're going to be. So it might be that it's the spring of next year, it might be the summer of next year. But that's what I want you to do in these. It's only going to take 5 or 10 minutes. I'm going to take you into hypnosis, and then I'm going to get your mind thinking about where you want to be without the limitations. And at the same time, we're going to drop any fears and anxiety you've had about achieving this goal. Someone said it's the fear of succeeding. I mean, I understand that. You know, I understand that some people might feel like that. But whatever your limitations are, in the next 10 minutes, I want you to just drop them so we can head into this next 8 weeks together, focus on where we want to be, absolutely believing we can do it, and then working together to achieve it. Okay. Right. So is everyone up for this? If you're not, it's fine. But, you know, I am a hypnotherapist. I might as well use whatever skill I've got, what little skills I've got to help you. Okay. Everyone all right with this? Okay. So I want you to make sure you're sitting comfortably and safely, you know, so you haven't got a hot cup of coffee on your lap, not perched on the end of the table or something, right? So just get yourself comfortable. Now, for the next 10 minutes, you can listen to me if you want, but I don't mean this rudely. I'm not interested in your conscious mind. The ability to achieve these goals are at an unconscious level. Most of the problems we have, the habitual ways of behaving, are at an unconscious level. So at some point in the next kind of 10 minutes, as strange as this may seem, I'm going to speak directly to the part of you that is responsible for your eating, your weight control, your metabolism, and it will communicate in some way. I'm going to ask it to explain why you're not achieving your goal at the moment, what its purpose is, if you put weight on, why you've put the weight on. And then I'm going to ask you out of your creative mind, the part of you that dreams and has ideas and makes plans, and come up with lots of new choices, enjoyable ways of eating, fun ways of moving that will get you to where you want to be over these next few months. Okay. And providing your creative mind come up with some new choices, I've never known who can't. I'm going to ask that part of you that runs your eating, weight control, metabolism, to take those new choices and integrate them into your life. And when that happens, I promise you, if it is a problem for you, the need to snack, comfort eat, boredom eat, overeat is going to be gone. If there's any changes being made at a hormonal level, I'm going to address that at the same time, so that your body is in the perfect state to achieve your goals. Okay. And so look on this as a bit of time out for you and just enjoy. So what I'd like you to do is this: take a deep breath in, place your hands and feet separately, and take a deep breath in. That's right. And as you breathe out, just allow your eyes to close. Only as quickly as you're ready to make these changes that you want. And for a moment, focus on those muscles around your eyes. And imagine your eyes are relaxing so completely they just won't work. Imagine that's happening automatically as you listen to my voice. Your eyes are relaxing so completely they just won't work. Imagine having your temples massaged And imagine your eyes are now so relaxed they just won't work. Imagine that's happened and there's nothing you can do about that just for a while. And let that feeling go right down through your body now, every muscle, nerve and fiber relaxing. Just for a while, nobody wants anything, no one expects anything. There is nothing for you to do but to relax. Because with the eyes closed, you can continue to relax. Although at times you may be more aware of some things than you were before. Thoughts, feelings, sensations, the alteration of awareness as the mind begins that gradual letting go. That's right, letting go even of the effort it takes to be aware of exactly where the arms are positioned, or the hands or fingers. Even the effort it takes to be aware of which leg seems to relax more quickly or completely than the other may seem to be too much effort to bother making. But it takes time to experience that letting go, your own time, in your own way. As you begin to learn even more than before about your abilities, your capacities to learn as you relax. Imagine just dropping down through space and time. Nobody wants anything, no one expects anything, there's nothing for you to do but to relax. And as you drift into that wonderful space, my voice, my words are going to drift with you to become a part of your experience now. Every word I say is going to take you even deeper into that state. Everything I say now becomes your reality. Every suggestion I give you, you'll act upon at a psychological, physiological level is now your reality. Because you have a conscious mind and an unconscious mind. That unconscious mind, the back of the mind, can continue to hear, to understand and respond to those things I might say without the need for you to do anything at all. It's so much easier for the conscious mind simply to relax and enjoy that letting go. That's right. Letting go even of the effort it takes to make the effort that it might take. To tell the exact position of arms, legs, or the entire body now that seems to drift through time and space. That wonderful, free floating place of effortless relaxation and letting go. Allowing events to occur in their own time, in their own way, as you drift as a mind. And that mind drifts without boundaries, without borders, without limits. Just for a moment, go out there into the future. It's 2021. You've achieved your physical goals. You've achieved your emotional goals. And I want you to notice the way you move and the way you breathe. The energy, the feeling of freedom, the feeling of achievement. Step into that body and feel what it feels like to achieve that goal. Notice the way you move and the way you breathe, the confidence, the feeling of achievement, self-esteem. And look back to now and notice the things you did along the way that led to that goal. The wonderful foods that you found that led you enjoyably to that goal. Fun ways of moving that got your heart working. The unconscious mind can allow those changes to occur, while the conscious mind drifts off someplace else entirely now. That's right, in your own time, in your own way. Aware of events that occur along the way. As the unconscious mind utilizes that opportunity to alter your awareness and to continue that learning in whatever way is the right way for you. Learning that feeling of letting go, allowing the unconscious to assume more and more responsibility for guiding and directing awareness as you continue to learn even more than before about your abilities, your capacities to learn as you relax. As you relax and enter into the trance more and more comfortably, more and more effortlessly, more and more completely and deeply than before. I can wonder whether you're aware that you've drifted deeply into trance. And as you drift even deeper, you can use your unconscious mind as a resource you can learn from and really have an experience, one that's satisfactory to you. All that's needed to build a good rapport with the unconscious is to have a line of communication. Sometimes the unconscious communicates by movement. And it may be that the eye reflex changes and the eyes flicker, or the head moves slightly to indicate, or a muscle twitches involuntarily. It may be that the left hand moves all by itself and starts to feel lighter and lighter, starts to drift up as the eyes flicker, or the right arm goes even higher. Only the unconscious mind knows which it will use, because the unconscious mind knows more about you than anyone else. And so as you drift deeply into hypnosis, even deeper than before, I'd like your unconscious mind, search through all the things in your life, pick one thing, a way you'd love to feel, a way you'd love to look, a way you'd love to be. One thing that is of vital and utmost importance to your health, your happiness, your confidence, your well-being, your heart, your energy. And when the unconscious mind's made that choice, I want it to increase those signals so that you and I understand it's made that choice. One thing, a way you'd love to feel, a way you'd love to look, something you'd love to achieve. And when the unconscious mind's made that choice, that's right, eyes flickering, head moving, body moving, breathing changing. And now I'd like your unconscious mind to hand over those signals to the part of you that is responsible for your eating, weight control, metabolism. And when that part has taken full control of those signals, I'd like it to increase those signals so that you and I understand, even as you become aware of those movement increases. That's right, breathing changing, eyes flickering, hands lighter and lighter. And the deeper you go, the better you're going to feel. And every word I say now takes you even deeper. And now I'd like to ask that part that's responsible for your eating, your weight control, your metabolism, to explain to you what it is that it's been trying to do for you, what it's been trying to fulfill for you, why you haven't achieved your physical goals yet. And when you fully understand at some level, I'd like that part to increase those signals so that you and I understand that you know the reason. Excellent. Now I'd like to ask that part to go to your creative mind, the part of you that dreams and has ideas and makes plans, and allow that wonderful creative mind to run and flow and work and come up with lots of new choices, wonderful ways of eating that will lead you to that goal, your physical, your emotional, your happiness goals, that will allow you to create the body that you want. Each time it identifies a new choice, some wonderful foods that will lead you to that goal, fun ways of moving that will lead you to that goal. I want it to increase those signals. It's working brilliantly for you. 10, 20, 100 new choices now. And as that part searches, I'd like to communicate directly with every cell of your body and your being. Every cell, every atom. And I'd like to ask those cells to reconnect the communication that will make any changes at a hormonal level for those who need it, to make any changes in any healing way that will allow you to be everything you want to be. And you may become aware as that changes take place, of those sensations in your body now. Might be like a low vibration going through your body. Imagine those 70 trillion cells starting to reorganize, to reconnect, to recommunicate, that will allow you to be everything you want to be physically and health-wise, happiness-wise. Feel those changes taking place. And as that happens, as you become aware of that movement, once again, see yourself out there. It's the beginning of 2021, or it's the spring, it's the summer. We've got our lives back. We're meeting our friends once again. We're meeting our families. We're socializing, and you're looking and feeling incredible. And I want you to notice the way you move and the way you breathe. Once again, step into that body and feel what it feels like. Just for a moment, think about the people you love, people that love you. And feel that love now like a burning hot sun in a summer sky. and shrink it down to a white hot nuclear powered ball of light as big as a golf ball. Pull it into the very core of your being and feel that love and that light flooding your body and your mind into the very marrow of your bones, making those changes at a hormonal level, at a cellular level, that will allow your body to transform into what you want it to be. And as that happens, notice that every limiting belief that was ever placed on you drops away. Every negative thought that's ever held you back drops away. You can and you will achieve your physical goals. You have everything you need right now within you to achieve that goal. See it clearly in your mind and feel those changes taking place. Now I'd like to ask that part that's responsible for your eating, weight control, metabolism, to pick as many new choices, wonderful foods that will lead you to that goal, to create the body you want, the life you want, fun ways of moving that will lead you to that goal. And I want you to make those choices now and allow those signals to increase so that you understand. Now I'd like to ask that part to take these new choices and integrate them into your body and your mind at a molecular, cellular, neuro level that will allow you that freedom forever. And when it's done that, and you're going to become aware of it as those changes take place, when it's done that, I want it to increase those signals so that you and I understand and feel those changes taking place. Feel all of those limitations just dropping away from you. And imagine that any excess weight you want to lose is just melting away right now. And imagine it's happening automatically. Imagine there's nothing you can do about that. Imagine now and feel those changes at a hormonal level that will allow you to lose the weight and allow you to be everything you want to be. Feel those changes taking place. Imagine that's happening as you listen to my voice. And imagine there's nothing you can do about that. It's just the way it is. I'd like to thank that part for communicating. From today, no matter how hard you try, you will never experience those doubts and anxieties about losing that weight or achieving your goal again. I know you're going to enjoy being happily unconcerned, unable to remember to think about achieving your goal and just do it because you want to. You want your body back. You want your life back. You want your health back. Now you know where you're going and now you know how to get there. There's not a force on this planet that's going to keep you from achieving that goal. Once again, see yourself out there, living your life the way you want to live it. Imagine we're out of all this crisis and you're there with your friends and you're socializing and you're meeting your friends, and see those looks on those friends' faces when they see you looking and feeling great, having the life you want. Feel that love right now. Let that fill you up and flood your body, and let that love and that light make those changes at a molecular level for you. From today, you will find yourself working towards your goals without thinking about it. You can be anything you want to be. There are no limits. Go with your unconscious often as you need to know that you're free to achieve your goal. And only when the unconscious mind knows and has made those changes and allows the conscious mind to accept the changes made. Because in a while, I'm going to count to 10. Every suggestion I've given you, you'll act upon, carry out without hesitation. Is now your reality. On 8, your eyes will open. You're going to feel incredible, like you've had a ton weight lifted, like you've had the blinkers removed. You'll see things differently. You'll experience life differently. And on 10, that feeling of empowerment, as you take back full control of you, as you let go of every limiting belief, it's going to grow stronger day by day. As your body changes, as you create the body you want, the life you want, the happiness you want. Go get ready. 1, feeling absolutely wonderful. 2, to achieve and create the body you want. 3, a feeling of freedom from every limiting belief, every negative thought that ever held you back. 4, feel the force of that energy and love flooding your body and your mind now. From today, you are going to treat yourself with the same kindness you treat the people you love. 5, feeling incredibly alive now. 6, 7, 8, eyes opening, feeling absolutely incredible. 9, 10, Excellent. I want you to accept whatever happens. You know exactly where you want to be now. You know exactly how you want to feel and look. And every limitation is now gone. There are no reasons for you not to achieve your goal. Now, in a moment, what I'm going to do, we do this on my training and it's worked out really well. So I'm going to do it with us here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, if I can do this, yeah, I'm going to put you into kind of 3 people in a room, if that's possible. And I want you all to kind of, you know, these are the other, whoever is in that room with you, I want you to just have 5 to 10 minutes just sharing your goals and let go. We're amongst friends here, okay? Everyone on this call is here for everybody else. And if we act as each other's coaches and want for each other what they want for themselves, we're all going to get where we're going to go. So I'm going to put 3 of you in each room. I want you just, if you can get a pencil and paper, just write down those names. And then over this next week, just contact each other and encourage each other if you can. All right. And those people on different time zones here, but just contact each other and find out what they want and then share any kind of things that you can do. Okay. So if you've got some skills, and I know lots of you are hypnotherapists here and you want to share those skills. If you've got coaching skills, share them with each other. Or if it's just about sharing what you want to do and then being accountable for it. Because it's easy to get lost in our when we're doing stuff for ourselves. But now we're not. There's 56 people here, you know, all of us with the same intention of getting ourselves the body we want. You know, I'm on it with you. That's my reason for starting this. I have to make, I'm telling you now, you know, it was kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? You know, it was for me as much as anybody else. Because I thought if I'm going to have to be accountable to all of you, then I'm definitely going to get where I want to go. And so when I'm thinking about laying in bed for another 20 minutes, instead of getting up and doing some exercise, I'm thinking, well, yeah, but there's like 56 people and they're all, you know, they're watching what I'm doing. So now I've got to do it. So look, I'm going to put you into rooms of 3. It's going to be totally random, right? So my intention over these next 8 weeks, if we do this every week, over the 8 weeks, we probably meet each other at some point. And so I'm hoping you're going to make some kind of lifelong friends here and people that you can work together with and encourage for as long as, okay? So I'm going to try and do that now. I've not done this before, so you'll have to, right, I'm going to put, anyone know what goes into 56 equals times? 56, 23, I don't know. I'm going to put 3 in a room. Some of you be
19, Freddie.
What is it?
19 threes are 57.
All right, okay. Right, one of you are going to probably get me in a room then, make up the numbers. Right, get ready. You're going to go into a room, just take notes. Just between you for the next five minutes or so, just share your goals and your dreams and see what happens. Okay, get ready. See you in a bit. Is that right? Nothing's happened. Okay. No, that's not right. It's got 18 and 19 participants per room. So that's not right. Let's try that again. Recreate. See, I'm really good at this stuff. You can see that, can't you? I have no idea what I'm doing here. Absolutely no idea.
You need Anthony there, Freddie.
I do, yeah. Yeah, it looks so easy when he does it. At the moment, we've got 18. Let me just... all right, let's try again. Create, no. So it's 19. Who said 19? Well done. That's what it was. Okay. That's 19 rooms of 3 instead of 3 rooms of 19. All right, here we go. All right.
Hello.
It will happen in a minute. I'm going to open all rooms, see what happens. Are you in the rooms yet or not? Yeah? Right. Right, so who am I in a room with? Ah, I'm with Carol by the look of it. It's you and me, Carol, by the look of it. Right, so hello. Can you hear me? You've got to switch your sound on.
Yes, I can hear you, but am I the only one here?
You're the only one in this room. I don't know where I can put you in another room. Let me see if I can.
Oh,
Oh, it's because we're just free in a room to just kind of decide, just meet other people and come. I'm going to sign you random to a room.
okay.
So you have to say you've just come in, and then we're just sharing our goals at the moment. Okay.
Okay.
See you in a bit.
Sure. Okay. Thanks.
Right. We still. I'm sure that's right. Oh yeah, everyone's coming back.
That hypnosis, Freddie, made me so physically hot. I was
I have that effect on some women, Ruth.
well, aside from that, you know, you affect me like that, but hey. Yeah, but I just got really, really sweaty and hot. And then as soon as I took my, you know, it kind of finished, I kind of went back to a normal temperature.
Yeah.
White golf ball.
As I say, I do have that effect on some women.
It's
But
a
anyway, let's get on back on the subject. So look, I hope you kind of made kind of contacts there, and over this next week, try and contact. You know, you don't have to. None of these things we're doing here is compulsory. You don't have to contact anyone. You don't have to do anything. I would just say to you, you know, over these next 8 weeks together, with a bit of luck, we'll be able to meet everyone over these next 8 weeks and make some connections where, you know, you better help each other. I know Amanda and it was in your, I'm trying to think, it was Kelly, I think. Yeah, if I'm right.
It was me.
Ills and Amanda. Yeah, they've decided they're gonna do a kind of dog walking challenge. So they're going to try and walk the legs off their dogs in the next 8 weeks, and at the same time get fit themselves. So if anyone's got any ideas, and what I'd like to ask all of you is, if you like cooking, we're going to look, and this is just my idea. Bear in mind, I'm not a nutritionist, so I don't really know what I'm talking about, but I can only tell you what works for me to kind of strip fat weight off. And I know this is not for all of you. It's not all about fat weight and losing weight, but for those who do want to strip weight off your body, the one thing I know that works is to have a protein breakfast. And it sounds disgusting, but by that I mean maybe an omelette and spinach or egg and bacon, scrambled eggs, but cut out where you can over these next few weeks if you want to lose fat weight. If you don't have to do this, but if you're looking to lose some fat weight off your body, then I would cut out what I call the white things. So bread, not cut out, but cut down on these things: bread, pasta, rice, milk, and there's one other thing, can't think what it is, but you'll know what it is. But so I want, if you're up for doing this, I want you to design some dinners, meals that are lower in carbohydrate. Don't have to cut them out completely, but low in carbohydrate and maybe higher in protein. Now, if we have, like I do, I have a protein breakfast, and I don't have to think about food. I have to remind myself at lunchtime to eat, because normally what happens is that when we sleep, our body is energized because we've been sleeping. So when we wake up, we should be energized. And then for the majority of us, we have cereal, or we have toast, or we have some other kind of carbohydrate. And it takes so much energy to process that food that a couple of hours later, you're feeling kind of tired. So you think, I'm going to eat again. And then you eat something again. If you can do, as I said, I'm going to post some of my own meals on. It's going to be one of these really horrible kind of membership things where everyone's going to be posting pictures of their dinners, but I'm going to be the first one to do it. So, ways of having a protein breakfast in the morning, just try it for a week. If you think, well, I know I don't like eggs and I don't like this, find another way of doing it. But I'm suggesting that if you want to lose some fat weight off your body, that you cut down on those things: bread, pasta, rice, milk, and it will come to me in a minute what the other thing is. Potatoes, there. Yeah, so I did remember it. So cut down. I'm not talking about cutting anything out of your life. As I said to you at the beginning of this, I want you to put the word diet out of your mind. I want you to give yourself permission to eat everything you want. So you can go into Sainsbury's, Tesco's, or wherever supermarket you shop in and go, I can eat anything I want in here, but I want to be, you state your goal, so I'm going to eat these wonderful foods. Instead of thinking, I can't eat this and I can't eat that. So none of the things I'm saying are compulsory. You don't have to do any of it. Understand you are allowed to have everything you want. I want you to be able to have a biscuit without having 3. I want you to have a piece of chocolate without having a slab. I don't want you to say, I can't eat chocolate, can't eat biscuits, I can't eat cake, especially for me, because I've got a massive cake to eat between now and Christmas. So, you know, I don't want you to say you can't have anything. I want you to say you can eat anything you want, but I'm going to eat these wonderful foods because I want my body to look like this. I am creating my own body. If anyone says, why aren't you eating that? Say, I'm creating my own body. You know, think about how you want to be. Treat yourself to the body you want. That's what I'm going to do. And I know all of you can do the same thing. When it comes to exercise, you know, I hate running. If you love running and you can get out, it's not like we are in England, we're in lockdown, but if you can get out, go for a run. But if you don't like running and you don't like the gym, and you can't go to the gym at the moment in England anyway, I'm going to send everybody whose email I've got, I'm going to send you my rope workout book. Well, it's a simple thing. Let me show you. All you need is a single piece of rope. Can you see that? And this is a particular piece of rope. I don't know, a friend of mine bought it. It's kind of soft. But what I don't want you to do is get that kind of nylon rope, because I'm going to show you what I need to do with this. So you don't have to go to the gym, and you don't have to go running or skipping. It's not about skipping, right? It is a rope. So what you do is you get a piece of rope about 4 meters long. Yeah, 4 or 5 meters long. You kind of fold it in half, and in the center you tie a knot like that. Okay, so you can see the other end of it. On the other end, tie 2 loops. So without going to the gym, without doing any weights, find a place to anchor this. So when I go abroad, when I travel, I put that in my suitcase. Not that one, in fact, it's quite too big, but I put this in a suitcase. So wherever I go, I then put this over the top of the door and shut the door on it. So now it's anchored at the top of the door. I'm going to send you my book. You'll see this in the book. And then on this end are these 2 loops. So I put my hands through there, and just, it's difficult to show you on here, but throw it over there. See how it's like one of those guys on a TV who's trying to show you how to build something. I don't know what he's doing. Anyway. And while you're laughing, the weight's coming off you. Right, so then you hold on to these ends, and using your body as a lever, so you keep your body dead straight, you're just going to use your core muscles, so you're pulling yourself up and down. And in the little book I'm going to send you, if I haven't got your email, then email me. I'll give it to you now if you've got a pen. It's dead simple. It's Freddie dot, as in full stop, not Dorothy. Freddie.Jacquin@gmail.com. Okay, just mail me and I'll send you my little book. Then over the next few weeks, I'm going to demonstrate how we use it in a much better way than I did today. Right. But you can get yourself totally toned at home on this one single piece of rope. And I'm going to show you how to do it. There's different exercises in that book. I'll send it to you. So find some fun ways of moving. And by that, I mean, if you like dancing, then when the neighbors aren't looking, kick the chairs back, put your favorite dance music on, and do 15 minutes of just dancing. You know, dance like there's no one watching. And probably is, because if you've got Alexa in the house, I'm sure she's watching. But, you know, just dance like no one's watching. If you like walking, if you've got dogs, you know, like Ilse and Amanda have got, then try and give them a bit more exercise. Just get your heart working. Now, any aerobic exercise that lasts for more than 15 minutes is an aerobic exercise, and it gets your heart working for 15 minutes. And what happens then is, once you've been working your heart for 15 minutes, it continues to burn calories at that rate for the next 48 hours. So that's why when people go to the gym once a week, it never really works. But if you do this, and I would suggest you try and do something every day, when you got the rope, got that piece of rope, you'll find you can do it. 5-10, I do like 10 minutes on that rope every morning. I don't go to the gym and I don't run because I hate it. But I know that I can get perfectly toned over these next few weeks just on that rope exercise. And I'm going to show you how to do it, as I said. But find some fun ways of moving. If you do your own housework, then do it in your tracksuit, as if you've gone to the gym. And imagine, for the women here, that George Clooney's coming around for lunch, or Brad Pitt or something, and you've got to get the place tidied up. and then do it in half the time. You know, so two things happen. You get the housework done in half the time. You've had an aerobic workout. You know, it's a win-win situation. You know, and if you've got a partner, you know, just use them as. They don't have to know you're using them as an exercise machine. You know, just say, if you girls say it's my turn on top, you have a good workout. They have a great time. It's a win-win situation for everyone. They don't have to know you're just getting your heart working harder. But anything that's fun to do, that's going to get your heart working, is an aerobic exercise. All right. So just think about what you can do. If you want to walk, then start walking at a pace. When I used to coach boxing, we used to do what we call lamppost running. So you walk normally from one lamppost and you walk faster than the next lamppost. And then you slow it down and walk, and just by that, you're getting your heart doing this. And what happens then, it kickstarts your metabolism and the weight will just drop off you. So find some fun ways of moving. If you like the gym and the gym's open, go to the gym. But for a lot of people, it's not. I can't stand going to the gym. It's just, for me, it's just, I don't like it. If you do this rope workout, and I'm going to show you some other exercises you can do, you'll be able to do your exercise in the time it would normally take you to get to the gym. And so you could start your day, find the time. Now, it's only going to be half an hour a day if you want to do it. And if you can't find half an hour a day out of the 168 hours a week that you have, then you, to be honest with you, you don't want this badly enough. Put every excuse out of your mind. And just got, you know, look at Christopher's here. He looks pretty fit to me. I reckon he could give us some tips. So, you know, he's obviously got some skills, and he's got a great haircut as well, which I have to say is phenomenal. Well done. So look, it's about 9 o'clock now. We've had an hour together. I'm really pleased that you've joined me. I hope you're going to, you know, continue with this with us. I'll do my utmost over the next few days. I'm going to record a little audio for all of you, so you can put it on when you're walking and just get your mind focused on where you want to be. But this is about creating the body, the health, and the happiness you want over these next few weeks. But one of those things is to understand that you are worth doing it for. Understand you are worth doing this for, and start to treat yourself with kindness. Treat yourself to the body you want. Treat yourself to the life you want. Okay. Well, I hope you kind of enjoyed today. I had no idea what I was going to do when I sat down. So if it all seems a bit crazy, that is because I had no idea what I was going to do. And so we've got some great people here. As I said, I mentioned her earlier, Sandra Grace. She's a brilliant coach, you know, kind of lifestyle coach. She's a business coach. She's a hypnotherapist. It's all kinds of wonderful things. And I'm going to try and talk her into maybe doing a bit kind of spot on here for us all, so she can do her thing. And if there's anyone else on here, and I say it looks like there's some skilled people here that want to do this over the next 8 weeks, rather than just keep listening to me, then what I'll do is we'll get them in, or they're already here, but I'll say, no, let them take half an hour leading you into some kind of coaching or hypnotherapy or something. Okay. And if you can, as I said earlier, think about creating some nice meals and be unafraid. You know, write it down what you're cooking, take a picture of it for us all, and just get some suggestions. We've got 56 people here who've got some skills. Let's together keep moving toward our goal. All right. And I'm really pleased that we've met here this evening. Let me know how we're getting on. And this is every Wednesday at night. I've kind of set it for. So if you want to join me every Wednesday at 8 o'clock till the new year, let's see what we can do and see how far we can push this. Okay. So thanks for joining me. Have a lovely morning, evening, or night, wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you all in a week or so. Okay. Send me your emails and I'll send you the book. Okay. Take care. Bye.